Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and this video is on simultaneous equations. We have our first problem, and it says solve 12 add 2x is equal to 2y, 4 add 2x is equal to y. Now this one is actually quite easy because if you see here, we have a 2x in them both, so we can cancel it out. So if we write out our equations here, so we've got 12 add 2x is equal to 2y, and 4 add 2x is equal to y. All we need to do is take away this bottom one from the top one to get rid of the 2x's. So if we do that, and we do 12 take away 4, that's going to give us 8. If we do 2x take away 2x, that's just going to give us plus 0. 2y take away y, that's going to give us y. So that means 8 is equal to y. Now that we've found that, we can put that back into one of our equations to find out what x is. So if we take the bottom one here, because it's the simpler of the two, we've got 4 add 2x is equal to y. And we've just said y is 8. So if we substitute that in, we've got 4 add 2x is equal to 8. So if we take away 4, we've got 2x is equal to 4. Now just to get x on its own, all we simply need to do is divide by 2. So x is equal to 2. So we've said on this one, y is equal to 8 and x is equal to 2. And that's all we need to do to solve these simultaneous equations. So here we have our second problem, and it says solve 4 add 2x is equal to y, 2 minus 2x is equal to y. Now just like before, we have the 2x in them both, so it's quite easy to cancel out, but we have to bear in mind that we have a negative. So if we write them out, we've got 4 add 2x is equal to y, and 2 minus 2x is equal to y. But before, what we did is took one away from the other because we needed to get to 0. But if you see here, we have plus 2x and minus 2x. So to get that to 0, all we need to do is an add. Because 2x plus minus 2x is just going to cancel out to 2x minus 2x, which is going to give us our 0. So if we have a plus and a minus, all we need to do is add the equations together. So if we do that, we're going to be left with 4 add 2, which is 6. 2 add minus 2x, which over here we said was just plus 0, and y plus y, which gives us 2y. Now if we find that says that 6 is equal to 2y, so all we need to do is divide by 2, and that will give us that 3 is equal to y. Now if we substitute that back into one of our equations, and if we choose this one here, because it's got no negatives, that's going to give us 4 add 2x is equal to y. We said y is 3, so 4 add 2x is equal to 3. So if we take away 4, 2x is equal to minus 1, and divide by 2, x is equal to minus 1 over 2, or minus 0.5. So that's how we do it when we have a plus and a minus. Here we have the third problem, and it says solve 4 minus x equals 2y, 2 minus x equals y. Now again we have the two x's, so if we write them out one above the other, 4 minus x is equal to 2y, and 2 minus x is equal to y. Now we have minus x and minus x, and we want to add them this time, so we want to add one x to the other to get it to equal 0. So if we've got minus x, and then we're going to have a plus or a minus sign there, minus x equals 0. What we need to do to get that to equal 0 is put another minus, because a minus and a minus make a plus. So what we're saying here is that we've got minus x plus x, which is going to give us our 0. So when we have a negative sign on both of the x's, that's going to give us, we're going to need to take one away from the other. So if we do 4 take away 2, that's going to give us 2. Minus x take away minus x, as we said here, that's going to give us plus 0. 2y take away y, that's going to give us y. So that says that 2 is equal to y. Now if we substitute that back into an equation, if we choose the bottom one, 2 minus x is equal to y. We've said 2 is y, so minus x is equal, 2 minus x is equal to 2. If we take away 2, minus x is equal to 0. So that means x is equal to 0. Here we have our fourth problem, and it says solve 3x add 2 equals 2y, x plus 4 equals 3y. Now this time we don't have anything exactly the same, so all we're going to do is times this bottom equation here by 3, because that's going to give us equal x's. So if we do x add 4 equals y times by 3, that's going to give us 3 times by x, so 3x. 4 times by 3, so plus 12, is equal to 3 times by y, so 3y. Now we can take one away from the other. So if we put this one on top, because if you see we've got 3y, and in this one above we've only got 2y. So if we put that one on the top, 3x add 12 is equal to 3y. And because we've got two pluses, we know we need to take away. So we're going to take away 3x plus 2 equals 2y. So that's going to give us 3x take away 3x, so 0, plus 12 take away 2, which is going to give us 10, is equal to 3y take away 2y, so y. So 10 is equal to y. Now if we substitute that back into one of our equations, so x add 4 equals y. When y equals 10, x add 4 equals 10. So if we take away 4, x is equal to 6. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below any video ideas I could make to help you guys out. Also be sure to check out my social medias, which are all in the description box below.